Hey, welcome back. Now we're going to talk a little bit about location. See, I know you open up your business, you might have heard this all the time. They say it all the time. Location, 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 location. How important is location? I'm here to tell you, location is very important. But here's the thing, it's not the end all and be all for, starting your business. I'll tell you a quick story about myself and how location didn't play the best part for me. So when I first opened up my barbershop, I actually opened it on a corner. On a busy street and in a not so busy street, right on the corner, but I was actually ducked off. I was like on a northeast corner. So you couldn't see me from the street front, from the busy street, which was considered 72nd, which was our high traffic street. And it was a Blondo, it was a busy street, but you only could see me going east and west. You could not see me going north and south, which that was the busiest street in the whole town at the time. A lot of people told me that when I first started my business that I would not be successful in that corner because you can never see me. I was ducked off and people just drive right past me, which they did. However, what I did something different. I created things and the awareness to make sure that people knew who I was, and I made myself relevant with my business and my barbershop. These are things that you also want to look for when you're opening up your business. Location is so important, and it's so important that if you are in a ducked off spot, kind of like I was, you have to work a little bit harder. You have to do a little bit more digging to define how people are going to find you. And that's the message. So yes, location is highly important on how you're going to actually get out here and make sure that people are aware of you. But sometimes being in those high traffic areas is not as cost efficient as you think it should be. Meaning that that square footage or that high traffic areas, when you're first starting out, especially like if you were like me, I didn't have much of a budget. In fact, to be honest, me starting off my barbershop, I only had enough income or capital, so to speak, to have my business for only 6 months. So considering I was in a bad location, so to speak, so many people would say, I only had 6 months of capital to actually stay in business. See, I funded my business myself. So I really didn't have all the things to get me on the right foot right off the bat. But with the tenacity, the drive, and the discipline, and the will to succeed, I was able to be successful. But I knew that within the next 6 months, if I didn't do something right, I was going to be out of business. So I'm telling you that to say that location is important, but it's not the end and be all and do all. So if it is, we'll talk a little bit more about this later in the modules when we get to marketing. And I can show you and teach you some of the techniques that I use to leverage that corner with me being ducked off and not so much of a visibility. I think the message is to really find a location that is still high traffic, that you can put yourself in an opportunity that you can still get some type of traffic access to, to the people, to the public. Here's another thing. Think about the demographics. You want to do your research when you open up your business. You want to make sure you're doing the demographic research. One of the things that I did was I called down to the county to find out the demographics of the area that I was looking to open up my business in. And some of the things that you want to look for is the ratio of the people that live in the area, the household income, women and children, men and women ratios. Those are just some components. Whether you're looking for a high-end business, barbershop or salon, or a low family-oriented, these things play a part because when you're in that type of environment, that's going to be your immediate customer. So you want to make sure that you're catering to them in the sense that you're putting your business in the right location with your right business, because that's what's going to make the difference. Because you want to make sure, like again, when we get into the marketing section, I can tell you more about how to attract those people and stand out and make them be hunting you down versus you hunting them down. So location, location, location. It's important, but it's not the end all and do all. The other component of location that I want you to remember about is making sure that your location creates the right atmosphere. So when you're starting your business, you want to make sure your business has an atmosphere that's comforting to the location that you're at. And if not, you want to stand out and you want to stand apart, then create an environment where a person feels able to come in, relax, and feel safe in a safe environment, a friendly, family-oriented, or whatever your demographics are, or whatever your choices are, how you want your atmosphere to be. But make sure that anybody that walks in your door, they feel like they are, treated with great customer service and they feel welcome when they came in. And that's one of the most important parts. See, a lot of barbershops and salons don't offer that. They don't offer the customer service. They don't offer the feel good once they walk in the door. They don't see that smile. They don't see that person right up the front that makes them feel like it's home or second home or a good business. So that was one of the things that I wanted to make sure of my business. I wanted to make sure that every person that walked in and out of that door, when they walked out, I have a quote on my wall that says, "You'll be blessed when you come in and you'll be blessed when you leave out." So that was the message, and that's the core values that I have for my business. You know, it's all about being blessed, rather it's just a high-end vibe, or we're blessing you with the services that we provide. But at the end of the day, we want to create an atmosphere that you are welcome to bring yourself, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your family, your great-grandmother, your great-grandparents, or your great-grandchildren. So at that moment, that allows anybody to walk in the door. It doesn't matter the race, it doesn't matter the color, it doesn't matter any of those things. And that's the kind of business that you want to have. That becomes a business that people know, like, and trust, and they're recommended. So location is important, but make sure you have the atmosphere, the location, and the right type of environment that's comforting for your business, your clients, and the location. To complete this lesson, write down in the comments below, what type of location would you like your business to be in? Second question is, what type of environment would you like to have for your business? And third off, what type of demographic do you think will service your business? Answer those 3 questions, and this will unlock the next video for the next, as we talk about this first module. Until then, I see you at the top. Peace and love.